Lisa Marie Presley, born February 1, 1968, Memphis, Tennessee, U.S., died January 12, 2023, at the age of 54 in Los Angeles, California. Occupations: she was a singer and songwriter. Her spouses were Danny Keough, married 1988, divorced 1994; Michael Jackson, 1994, divorced 1996; Nicolas Cage, she was married 2002 and divorced in 2004; Michael Lockwood, married 2006 and divorced 2021. She had 4 children. Her parents were Elvis and Priscilla Presley. All right, I put together a clip, guys, to explain more what might have caused her death, so you can listen. This is from CNN explaining what is a cardiac arrest.
That she died after being rushed to the hospital after this apparent cardiac arrest. She was so young.
Yeah.
What would lead to this?
Right. So obviously we've been talking about cardiac arrest a lot lately with Hamlin, and it's important to really understand what that means, because a lot of people think cardiac arrest is a heart attack. They're two completely separate entities. So a cardiac arrest is really a primary electrical problem with the heart, where the heart goes into an arrhythmia where it's not beating effectively or appropriately. And essentially what happens is you're not able to pump blood. The heart is kind of the pump for the blood out to the rest of the body, to the brain, to the other organs. And pretty quickly, within minutes, you can have death result if you're not treated with things like CPR or potentially defibrillation. And we talked about the other day, 350,000 out-of-hospital cardiac arrests a year. That survival goes down by about 7 to 10% every minute that a heartbeat is not restored. 3/4 of them occur at home. But this really is, it's another sad, tragic event. And unfortunately, 50% of the time, the first manifestation of heart disease is a sudden cardiac arrest. So people may not know they have risk factors.
She had been getting medical attention, her family said. Do we know anything else about, the fact that she was on the red carpet just 2 days before this happened, I think would shock a lot of people.
And that's unfortunately how cardiac arrest and cardiac disease work sometimes. People can look completely fine until they have a heart attack or stroke or cardiac arrest. And really, what we know about cardiac arrest is that 70% of it is really due to some underlying structural heart disease, or most of it is due to underlying structural heart disease. Most of the time it's coronary heart disease, which is blockages in the coronary arteries, but many times it can be a problem with the heart muscle, where the heart muscle is scarred or there's failure of the heart muscle. But then sometimes, in about 10% of the cases, it can be a primary genetic electrical problem you may have been born with that you weren't even aware of. And then there's things like recreational drug use or certain medications that can trigger it. So there's a whole host of reasons why someone might have a cardiac arrest. But important thing is to look for the risk factors for cardiovascular disease and try to screen and treat those. The same risk factors for cardiac arrest are the same ones that we talk about for things like heart attacks. So high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, exercise, smoking, all of that.